Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back from the theaters after seeing Fast 10. There's a part of me that can't believe that we've gotten 10 Fast and Furious movies, and then there's an even bigger part of me that says, of course! These things keep making a bagajillion dollars. And so why would they stop? I kind of wish they would, but they won't. This is a 2023 film that's not directed by Justin Lin. That's still a whole bizarre situation. I fully don't understand why he left the project like a week in any event. This movie is very much connected and tied into one of, and to some people, the best Fast and Furious movie, Fast 5, where the big chaos going on there, where they stole the safe and ran through Brazil. You see that Jason Momoa's character is the son of that rich crime lord guy that they stole money from and that they killed. So, he's back. Momoa's back to get revenge, and this movie is basically just Momoa giving it to the family, just fucking with them, making them suffer as much as he can. And watching the movie, I was very indifferent. Watching the movie, I was just kind of like, all right, well, there's nothing new. There's nothing special. I know that the action is insane. It is. I can't pretend like the action is generic. I can't pretend like they didn't try to think of what can we do to one up previous action scenes that we did. That is what they're doing. A lot of the action is we're going to do what we've done, but bigger and crazier and more over the top. But I think that's the problem for me. I think I'm at the point where I've become numb to action like this, specifically with the Fast and Furious characters in this franchise doing the action that they're doing. Don't get me wrong, there will be people who will probably love this because it's more of the same. There will be people who this might be their favorite film of the year. And a big part of me, I do appreciate how this is a big money-making, big budgeted franchise that primarily has a cast of Black and Hispanic actors. Like, I do love that aspect to it. I do love that it's presenting them as the main characters, as the heroes. Dom being a father, I don't really care about him and his son. It's a very tired cliche thing of like, my son, I need to save my son. Letty has this big, huge, crazy fight with Charlize Theron. That's in the trailer, so I don't mind giving that away. Ludacris, Tyrese, and that girl from Game of Thrones, Emmanuel something. She's hot as hell. All right, these are three characters that get the goofier stuff, that get the goofier dialogue, that get the goofier scenarios. I still don't understand how Ludacris went from a street race type coordinator to being this insanely well-rounded hacker with computers. He can fucking do anything. When I was a teenager and these movies were big, I would find them funny and laugh because sure, fine, I'm dumb and immature. But we've all gotten older, we've all matured. And if anything, these characters, for goddamn sure, have gotten older, and they're still talking and acting like they were 20-something years ago. But I'm glad that they're able to find things for Mia to do. I also really enjoyed John Cena in this movie. I thought John Cena was very generic in the last film, 9. But here, he has a personality. He is John Cena, that charisma that John Cena in real life can bring to a project, especially since Peacemaker. I'm glad that they let him let loose. Brie Larson is an addition because, of course, we have to just add more and more people to the family. She was a badass, but we're at the point where every fucking character is a badass. Every single character, even in this movie, has their moments where they take out a group of 5 or 6 people by themselves because they're all badasses. Alan Ritchson, he's basically the new Rock. The new Rock character that's hunting down the family. He's from the government, right? And he has one scene where he goes through the entire history of the franchise, basically talking about humble beginnings. They used to be street racers, the simpler times, the good old days, to basically becoming spy hunters and taking down mass international terrorists. Even he says, how the hell did we let this go on for so long? And I feel like there's a producer that somehow snuck that line in and wrote that. Like, how the hell is this franchise still going on? Jason Momoa, we should talk about Jason Momoa. Holy fuck. I appreciate that he let loose, that he just poured himself into this role. And when I say poured himself, he was the Joker. He took this opportunity to play a villain, and he said, I'm going to play the Joker, just minus the clown makeup. He was so over the top, and so silly and goofy, and he was so, I'm just crazy, and I'm just going to blow shit up, but I'm also 10 steps ahead of everybody. It was dumb. It was. I'm not trying to be a party pooper. I'm not trying to be the guy to say, you can't have fun with this, kids. Get off my lawn. Because there was a time where I was all about the Fast and Furious franchise. But man, so many explosions. So many returns. We won't get into who and what, but goddamn did they just bring everybody back. And there is one street race I couldn't believe when they actually said, let's race. I'm like, wait, you guys remember what this franchise initially was about and what this was built on? Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, the race, but they actually raced. That was shocking. And this is clearly a two-parter. Or, apparently, according to Vin Diesel on the red carpet, it might be even a three-parter. So don't expect this movie to be a finality. There is way more room to grow, way more barbecues to have. Overall, I can't say I had the greatest time in the theater. I was just kind of sitting there like, all right. And then when it ends abruptly, and I was kind of like, oh, it's over. All right, cool, I get to go home. Like, I wasn't angry, I wasn't upset. There's a part of me that wants to say Netflix and chill, because if you watch it at home, you can watch it at your own pace. It doesn't really matter. You just kind of just watch it for background noise, explosions. But for the spectacle and for the little tiny part in my heart that used to love the franchise, and I do think this might be better than 8 and 9. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to bump it up to a good date movie. But holy hell, if you take your date to this movie in theaters and they sit there and look at you after the fact saying, you took me to see this dumb shit, I'm sorry. I tried to also warn you. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of Fast and Furious 10? Yes. Did you enjoy it more than I did? Or did you hate it, dislike it? Like, man, this just sucks. End it now. End the pain. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.